Hello, today we are reading the book of Romans, chapter 13, in the amplified version. Okay. Let every person be loyally subject to the governing civil authorities, for there is no authority except from God, by his permission, his sanction, and those that exist do so by God's appointment. Therefore, he who resists and sets himself up against the authorities resists what God has appointed and arranged in divine order. And those who resist will bring down judgment upon themselves, receiving the penalty due them. For civil authorities are not a terror to people of good conduct, but to those of bad behavior. Would you have not dread of him who is in authority? Then do what is right, and you will receive his approval and condemnation. For he is a God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, you should dread him and be afraid, for he does not bear and wear the sword for nothing. He is God's servant to execute his wrath, punishment, vengeance on the wrongdoer. Therefore, one must be subject not only to avoid God's wrath and escape punishment, but also as a matter of principle and for the sake of conscience. For the same reason, you pay taxes, for the civil authorities are official servants under God, devoting themselves to attending to this very service. Render to all men their dues. Pay taxes to whom taxes are due, revenue to whom revenue is due, respect to whom respect is due, and honor to whom honor is due. Keep out of debt, and owe no man anything except to love one another. For he who loves his neighbor, who practices loving others, has fulfilled the law relating to one's fellow man, meeting all its requirements. The commandments: you shall not commit adultery, you shall not kill, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, have an evil desire, and any other commandment are summed up in the single command: you shall love your neighbor as you do yourself. Love does no wrong to one's neighbor. It never hurts anybody. Therefore, love meets all the requirements and is the fulfilling of the law. Besides this, you know what a critical hour this is. How it is high time now for you to wake up out of your sleep, roused to reality. For salvation, final deliverance, it's nearer to us now than when we first believed, adhered to, trusted in, and relied on Christ the Messiah. The night is far gone and the day is almost here. Let us then fling away the works and deeds of darkness, and put on the full armor of light. Let us live and conduct ourselves honorably and becomingly as in the open light of day, not in reveling, carousing, and drunkenness, not in immorality and debauchery, sensuality, and licentiousness, not in quarreling and jealousy, but clothe yourself with the Lord Jesus Christ the Messiah, and make no provision for indulging the flesh. Put a stop to thinking about the evil cravings of your physical nature to gratify its desires, lust. That is the end of chapter 13 of the book of Romans. And look at him.